Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing great. Welcome to your channel Math D1 D2 Scientific Academy. Today our lecture is related to chapter 9, which is geometrical transformation. Your book is D2 Math NSM2, and I'm going to explain you exercise 9B question number 2. So if you want to get more help regarding your subject, then you can subscribe my channel. Okay, so moving forward to the lecture, question number 2 is, given that P is the point 24, Q is the point 4 minus 1 and R is the point minus 1, 0, find the image of P under a clockwise rotation of 90 degree about R. So in part A, you will find out the image, you can say that the reflected image of the rotated image of P, okay, about the point R, which is given, which is this point, okay, and they have told you the direction, which is clockwise rotation, 90 degree clockwise. Now in part B, you will the image of Q under an anti-clockwise rotation of 90 degree about P. You will get the image of Q, okay, and about the point P, and the direction is anti-clockwise 90 degree. And in C part, you will find out the image of R under 80 degree, okay, the direction is 180 degree, okay, and rotation about Q, and you have to rotate it about the point Q. So you have to keep in mind this and that. Okay, so let's start this question. Okay students, before starting the question, you have to keep in mind the rules of rotation. This is question 2. Okay, what are the rules of rotation? Remember that if it is 90 degree clockwise, so the XY coordinate will become, okay, first you will change the position YX, and with X it will be the minus sign. So if it is 90 degree clockwise, XY will become Y minus X, and if it is 90 degree anti-clockwise, so the XY coordinates of the point will become, first you will change the positions, and with Y it will be minus sign, minus YX. And if it is 180 degree clockwise or anti-clockwise, so the XY coordinate will become, their positions will remain same, you will just change the signs, minus X minus Y. So students, whenever you do the questions related to rotation, you have to keep in mind these rules of rotation. Okay, so in the question, the points are given to you. Okay, I'm going to write down the points. The point P is 2, 4. And point Q is 4 minus 1. And point R is minus 1, 0. Okay, in the first part, they are saying that you have to find out the rotated image of P. You have to find out the rotated image of P under the about the point R, about the point R, okay, and the direction is clockwise, 90 degree clockwise. So let's start it. First, you have to draw the graph, x-axis and y-axis. Okay students, I'm going to take the scale 1 centimeter, 1 unit on both axes, on x-axis and on y-axis. 1 centimeter, 1 unit. This is x-axis, this is x negative. This is y-axis, y positive, and here y negative. Students, remember that if you're having a graph paper of small boxes, then one small box is equal to 1 centimeter. But if you are having a graph paper of big boxes, then half box is equal to 1 centimeter. So I'm having a graph paper of big boxes, so then half box is equal to 1 centimeter. This is a region 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Here positive values of y: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and negative values: -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. So first plot these points, which is P, Q, and R. So P point is 2, 4. So this is 2 and this is 4. So this is your point P. Okay. And now your Q point is 4, -1. Here 4 and -1. So here. So this is your Q point. And your R point is -1, 0. So your R point is -1 and 0. So this is your R point. So here you can see that this is your P, Q, and R point. You can join, if you want to join it, you can join it with just dotted lines. But we are not going to rotate the figure. Students, remember that in this question, we are not going to rotate the figure. We are just going to rotate the points. Okay. So if you will not join it, that's also okay. But if you would want to join it, you can join. Okay, now let's start to rotate the points. The point P, okay, we are going to rotate point P. Just students, if you just recall my previous lecture when I explained you exercise 9B question number 1, I have told you the method that if you have to rotate any point or image and not about the region, if the point is not the origin, so you have to follow a specific method. And that method you have to follow 3 steps. So I'm going to explain you this question with the same method. Okay, and that method is, okay, and that method is, first you have to add that point. Okay, in part 8 is that you have to find out the rotated image of P. Okay, the rotated image of P about the point R. So what you will do, this is the point. Now you have to rotate this image about this point. Now, so you will follow those steps. That first you have to subtract this point from the coordinates of the original point. So first subtract it. So when you will subtract it, the signs will be changed. Now students, remember that the first step is you have to subtract. So when you will subtract this point from this original point, its signs will be changed because we are going to subtract it. Whenever we subtract, we change the signs. So -1 will become +1, and -0, and minus, there is no, okay, 0 is neither positive nor negative. So we can just write 0. So when we'll subtract it, we'll get 2 plus 1 is 3, and 4 plus 0 is 4. So the second step is, okay, the second step is you have to follow the rule. You have to follow the rule. Okay, now second step is you have to follow the rule. And what is the rule? I have told you these 3 rules. Just see in the question, in the part 8 is saying that you have to rotate it under a clockwise rotation of 90 degree. So 90 degree clockwise, xy coordinate will become y minus x. So these are the xy coordinate. It will become y. You will just change their positions. And with x it will be negative sign. So 3, 4 will become 4 minus 3. xy will become y minus x. So xy will become y minus x. Okay. Now the third step is you have to add. Add what? You have to add this point. Okay, you are rotating about this point now, so you have to add this point in this. So what you will get when you will add it? 4 minus 3. So you are adding it, signs will remain same. Plus minus is -1, plus minus 0 0. Sorry, you are adding now, so plus plus is plus and plus minus is minus. You are adding it, so signs will remain same. So what you will get, 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay. and minus 3 plus 0 is minus 3. So when you will rotate this point, about this point, okay, in the 90-degree clockwise direction, so this will be your new rotated point, which is 3 minus 3. Now plot this point. 3 minus 3, this is 3 and minus 3 comes here. So this is P prime. It means that this is your rotated point. Now come to part B. This was part A. Now come to part B. Part B is you have to rotate the point Q. You have to rotate the point Q under an anti-clockwise rotation about P. Now you have to rotate this point now. So write down this coordinates. Again, follow the same steps. First, add this point. You have to rotate it about point P. Okay. You have to rotate it about point P. So you will add this point, or you will subtract this point from this. So first step is subtract. Subtract this from this. So 4 minus 1. Okay, when you will subtract this, its signs will be changed. It's plus 2, it will become minus 2 because we are subtracting now, so their signs will be changed. So you will get 4 minus 2 is 2, minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. Now second step, you have to follow the rule. Now it is 90-degree anti-clockwise. So xy will become minus yx. So xy will become minus yx. Minus y mean minus yx. Now minus minus is plus, so it will become 5 2. Now follow the same, follow the third step, which is add. You're rotating about this point now, so you will add this point and this point. Okay, so add it. 2 and 4. So you will get 5 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is also 6. So your Q point is 6 6. So your new rotated point is 6 6. So this is 6 and this is 6. So this is your rotated point. Okay. Now come to the third part. Now in third part they are saying that you have to rotate R. Okay. You have to rotate this point about Q. Okay. And under an 180 degree. So you have to rotate this point about this point under 180 degree rotation. So you have to follow the same steps. The first is subtract. This is you are rotating this point about this point now. So first you will subtract this point from this. So again follow the same steps. Subtract. So about this point, so minus 1 0 is the original point. Subtract this point. So subtract, when you will subtract, their signs will be changed. Minus 4, it will become minus 4, and minus minus is plus 1. So you will get minus 5 and 1. Now step 2, apply the rule. And you know that in apply the rule, when you apply the rules and at 180 degree clockwise or anti-clockwise, x, y will remain same, positions will remain same, you will just change the signs. So positions will remain same, you will just change the signs. So minus 5 will become positive 1 and positive 1 will become negative 1. Now the third step is add. You're rotating about this point, now about Q. So you will add this point in this. 4 minus 1. Add it. Okay, you're adding it, so signs will remain same. 5 plus 4 is 9. And minus 1 is minus 2. Okay, so your new point will be 9 minus 2. Okay. So 6. Okay, I'm going to write down more points. 7, 8, and someone here 9 will come here. Some here. It will be 9. Okay. So 9 and minus 2. So 9 and minus 2, it means that your new point will be here. So this is your rotated point. Okay. So this is how students you have to do this question. This is your rotated point of P. This is your rotated point of Q. This is your rotated point of R. You just need to step these three rules. You just need to follow these three steps. Sorry. You just need to follow these three steps. First you have to subtract, then you have to apply the rule, and then you have to add point. Okay. The point about which you are rotating. Okay. So I hope that today's concept is clear to you. Do the practice of this sum, because when you will do the practice, then this concept will be more clear to you. Take a very good care of yourself. Thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.